Niko sneaked into the night sky workshop, whiskers twitching at the shimmer of bottles and maps. "Just a little sparkle," he whispered to himself, peeking up at the moon through the glass. He dipped a brush into a jar that glowed like liquid starlight and gave it the tiniest flick. Dots leapt onto the deep navy canvas, scattering like fireflies. Niko tilted his head. "That one looks like a silvery fish, and that one's a cozy cup." He connected a few dots with a careful line, and the shapes began to make sense. He climbed the ladder and flicked gentle specks toward the open night, sending shimmering arcs that threaded between bright pinpricks. The sky gathered his dots into a kite and, giggling, into a cat-shaped cluster that winked back. A soft hoot drifted in. My, what's all this new sparkle?" Orla asked, peering around the lantern glow. Niko's ears dipped. "I might have been playing." Orla's eyes twinkled. "Accidents can be art. Let's guide these sparkles into constellations, perhaps a dragon, a bicycle, and a friendly snail." Together they dabbed and dotted, adding tiny stars as spokes to the bicycle, and a gentle curve to the dragon's tail. The night looked alive with new stories. Niko pressed the star stamp in a dotted trail that spelled, "Hello, night." He grinned, tail curling like a comma. "Names first," Orla said. Together they wrote, "Silvery fish, cozy cup, kite tail, cat wink, moon dragon, milky bicycle, and friendly snail." Orla traced the constellations in the air. "These will guide dreamers home," she murmured. Niko whispered the names again, as if tucking them into the dark. "For your careful hands," Orla said, placing the bell into Niko's paw. "One ring, and the night will listen." Niko nodded solemnly. They tidied the brushes and wiped tiny sparkles from the floor until everything shone. The workshop hummed like a quiet song. Niko lifted the bell and gave it the softest ring. Outside, the silvery fish seemed to glimmer in reply. Orla stamped the page with a tiny golden seal. "Official!" she declared, and Niko's whiskers lifted at the word. They stood quietly, counting the spokes on the milky bicycle and the curls of the friendly snail. "Do you think the stars like new stories?" Niko asked. Orla smiled. "They love them." She poured cocoa into the cozy cup chart's little matching mug, and they sipped carefully, letting the warmth meet the night air. "Thank you for letting me try," Niko said. Orla bowed her head. "Thank you for showing me what accidents can become." When the last lantern dimmed, the new constellations kept shining, quietly stitched into the night. Niko tucked the bell into his pocket and whispered, "See you tomorrow, stars." Already dreaming of careful, curious dots yet to come,